Mariana Trench. The deepest secret of the Earth. If there's still a place on Earth that remains truly unexplored and mysterious, it's the oceans. Think about it. They cover most of the planet's surface, yet we still know so little about their depths. The average depth is around 3.7 kilometers. But there's one place that goes down almost 11 kilometers. Yes, you guessed it right. The Mariana Trench. It's a place where frozen cold, unimaginable pressure and darkness coexist. And somehow, mysterious creatures still manage to live there. But here's the real question. Do we actually know what's down there? And how was this enormous trench discovered? What did it have to do with the Soviets? Come on, let's dive together into the darkest place in the ocean. Enjoy the journey. Part 1. The discovery begins. About 180 million years ago, while dinosaurs ruled the land, a massive battle began deep beneath the ocean. The Pacific Plate slowly slid under the Philippine Plate, and at that moment the deepest scar on our planet was formed. The Mariana Trench. This giant rift stretches for about 2,500 kilometers. Its deepest point is around 11,000 meters. To give you an idea of how deep that is, even if you flipped Mount Everest upside down and placed it inside, the peak would still be underwater. In 1872, the British ship HMS Challenger set out on a global expedition to map the world's oceans. Their goal was to understand the structure of the sea floor. At one point near Guam Island, they lowered a very long rope into the sea. The rope kept unspooling with a creaking sound. 3,000 meters, 5,000 meters, 7,000 meters. And still, it didn't reach the bottom. Finally, the measurement was completed. 8,185 meters. The crew was stunned. No one had ever recorded such a deep point before. At that very moment, without even realizing it, they made history. Of course, measurements back then weren't very precise. Currents, rope bending, and other factors weren't accounted for. But still, the deepest point on Earth was now known. Years later, in 1951, the British Navy repeated the measurement using a much more accurate sonar system. The result, about 10,900 meters. They named this point Challenger Deep in honor of the ship. And just like that, humanity had its first confirmed data about the deepest place on Earth. Now there was only one goal left, to go down there. Part 2. Journey to the Depths. Diving into the Mariana Trench sounds fascinating, but down there, the pressure is nearly 1,000 times greater than at the surface. It's like having the weight of 3 Eiffel Towers pressing on top of you. It was almost impossible for a human to descend that deep without being crushed. Swiss inventor Auguste Piccard took on this challenge by designing a special submarine called the bathyscaphe. This vessel could move vertically and had a pressure-resistant capsule. In 1958, the U.S. Navy bought and improved it, naming it Trieste. And on January 23, 1960, Auguste Piccard's son, Jacques Piccard, and U.S. Navy officer Don Walsh embarked on one of the most dangerous journeys in history. After about 5 hours, they reached the bottom, 10,916 meters deep. It was completely dark, silent, like another world. And there, they saw something incredible, a flat, white fish. Scientists had claimed such life couldn't exist at those depths, yet there it was. Life could exist even in the deepest place on Earth. The U.S. quickly turned this achievement into a propaganda victory. While the Soviets sent the first human into space, America declared, "We've reached the deepest point on Earth." In a way, it was the deep version of the Cold War. Part 3, The Mysterious Sounds, but the story doesn't end there. In 1997, microphones from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, recorded a strange sound near the Mariana Trench. This sound could be heard from 3,000 kilometers away. It didn't resemble whale calls or seismic activity. Some said, it must be a giant sea creature, while others thought it was some unknown geological phenomenon, but no one could say for sure. In 2014, a similar sound was recorded again. After long analysis, scientists concluded it was a unique call from a minke whale. But the mystery still wasn't solved, because this sound was only heard during certain periods, and only around the Mariana region. Maybe there's still something down there we don't know about. Maybe in those depths, secrets lie hidden beyond the reach of our technology. For now, the only thing we can be sure of is this. The Mariana Trench remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our planet.